time for Working It. Joining me now is Andy Challenger, Challenger Gray and Christmas. Here was some staggering statistics that are coming out about new grads. Good to have you here as always.
Thanks for having me back.
So we're talking about the salary gap issue, and it is hitting those new grads really, really hard. What's happening?
Yeah, so a new study by the Economic Policy Institute is talking about new graduates and the gender wage gap. We've actually seen, and contrary to what most people would think, a ballooning in this gap over the last few years. Even though it's gotten a lot of ink and a lot of press these days, it's actually been exacerbated in the last few years.
How bad is it between young women and young men graduating right now?
Yeah, young women between ages 21 and 24 are making $38,000 out of college, where men are making $45,000 over the same time period.
And it's so tough when you get a start like that because you're already behind. How do you go in and ask for more, or can these women even feel like they have the right to ask for more?
Yeah, it's true. You know, obviously negotiating is an important piece of that first job, and there's a lot of talk about women needing to do more negotiation in the workplace, but that gap can't be made up just by negotiations. It's too big. There are larger systemic problems where men are moving into fields that are paying more, like tech and finance, where women have been concentrated in healthcare and in education, where wages have really stagnated post-recession.
What do some of those wages look like, Andy?
Lower. I don't know the exact hourly wages, but certainly lower than men's wages in the higher paying fields.
So do you see a lot of people going into healthcare that are what, women, and more men going into tech?
Yeah, healthcare, nursing is about 90% women right now, where the tech field is over 90% men.
And so they're getting the higher salaries.
Yeah.
So it's almost difficult, as you say, to even turn this around. But there's some calls out there for transparency, at least, for people to know what their male or female counterparts are making. Is that getting any closer to fruition?
You're certainly seeing that in newer companies that are hiring millennials that are demanding this type of transparency in wages. We're seeing it across the board, and it does allow women to have a better idea, information about wages in the workplace.
Really fascinating study. Thank you so much, Andy, for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.